If your dog sleeps next to you every night, here's what it really means. Last night, your dog chose you, not the couch, not the floor by the window, not the cool tile in the hallway. You. And maybe you smiled about it. Maybe you shifted over to give them more room because somehow they always end up with most of the bed. Maybe you fell asleep to the warmth of their body pressed against yours and didn't think twice about it. But here's what no one ever tells you. That moment, that simple, quiet moment, is one of the most profound things a living creature can do for another, and your dog has been doing it for you every single night. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share isn't just cute dog trivia. This is about the hidden language your dog speaks when the whole world goes quiet. And once you understand it, you'll never look at bedtime the same way again. Let me guess. It started slowly. Maybe they crept up onto the bed one night and you let it slide. Or maybe they've always been there, curled at your feet, pressed against your legs, tucked right beside your chest like they were always meant to be there. And somewhere along the way, it just became normal. You stopped noticing the weight of them beside you, the warmth, the rhythm of their breathing that somehow syncs with yours. It becomes as natural as pulling up a blanket, as natural as closing your eyes. But here's the thing. Nothing your dog does is random. Dogs don't have hobbies. They don't scroll through their phone before bed. They don't have a list of things to do tomorrow. When the day ends, all they have is you. And how they choose to spend those quiet nighttime hours, that's not habit. That's a decision. Every single night, your dog makes a choice, and they keep choosing you. So, what does that actually mean? What is really happening in your dog's mind and heart when they curl up next to you and close their eyes? Let's start from the very beginning. Thousands of years ago, long before dog beds, long before leashes, long before anyone had ever heard the word fetch, dogs lived in packs. And in those packs, sleeping was never just sleeping. When a wolf pack rested, they didn't scatter. They curled together in a tight, warm circle, touching, breathing, listening. Because in the wild, the night is when you're most vulnerable. Sleep is when your guard drops. And so the pack slept together, because together they were safe. Together, they were alive in the morning. That instinct, it never left. Thousands of years of domestication, thousands of years of evolution, and still, deep inside your dog's ancient brain, sleeping alone feels wrong. Sleeping alone feels unsafe. But sleeping next to you, that feels like home. When your dog presses their body against yours at night, they are not just being affectionate. They are telling you something that goes back further than either of you can imagine. They are saying, "You are my pack. You are the reason I feel safe enough to close my eyes." Think about that for a second. To fall asleep, an animal has to trust their environment completely. They have to believe, truly believe, that nothing is going to hurt them. Your dog believes that because of you. You are not just their owner. To them, in the quiet dark of night, you are their entire sense of security. Here's something that most people never think about. Dogs run warm. Their body temperature is higher than ours, around 101 to 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. They generate heat naturally, constantly, and yet they still seek yours. Why? Because warmth for a dog isn't just physical, it's emotional. When puppies are first born, they can't see, they can't hear. The world is completely dark and silent, but they can feel warmth. And that warmth means one thing: I am not alone. Someone who loves me is close. That early imprint never fully fades. So when your dog curls against your legs, or tucks their head against your chest, or presses their whole body into your side, they are reaching back to the most primal sense of safety they have ever known. Your warmth tells their nervous system, you are loved. You are safe. Rest now. And there's something even more remarkable happening in that moment. Studies have shown that when dogs and their owners are close, when they make eye contact, when they touch, both experience a rise in oxytocin. That's the bonding hormone, the same chemical that floods a mother's brain when she holds her newborn. Your dog literally feels love when they are near you. Not loyalty out of dependency, not habit, not simply comfort seeking. Love. The real kind. The kind that's written in biology. So the next time you feel that warm, heavy weight settle against you in the night, know that what you're feeling is mutual. They need your warmth as much as you, quietly, without even realizing it, need theirs. Now, here's the part that might surprise you. There's a common assumption that dogs sleep next to us because we make them feel safe. And that's true, but it's only half the story. Because while you sleep, while you are completely unaware of the world around you, your dog is not always deeply asleep. They drift in and out. Their ears twitch at sounds you'll never hear. Their nose works through the night, reading the air for anything unusual. Your dog is, in some quiet and devoted way, guarding you. This isn't a trained behavior. Nobody taught them to do this. It's something that lives in them the way breathing lives in them. Automatic, ancient, and completely without expectation of reward. They don't protect you because they have to. They protect you because you are theirs. Think about how rare that is. In a world where loyalty is fragile, where relationships are conditional, where people come and go, there is a creature beside you who would place themselves between you and danger without a moment's hesitation. And they do it every night, while you dream. You never even know. Pause in the music. Quiet. This is the emotional core. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever had a hard day? One of those days where everything felt heavy, where you smiled when you needed to, held yourself together in front of everyone, and then came home and just collapsed? Did your dog notice? I think you already know the answer. They were already there, already watching you from the moment you walked through the door. Maybe they came and sat closer than usual, pressed their head into your lap, didn't ask for anything, just stayed. Just stayed. That night, when they lay down beside you, they weren't just sleeping. They were holding space for you. Dogs can't read our words, but they read everything else. The tension in our muscles, the weight in our footsteps, the way our heartbeat changes. They know when we are sad before we know it ourselves. And their response is never complicated. They just come closer. No questions, no judgment, no advice you didn't ask for. Just presence. Warm, unwavering, completely unconditional presence. And maybe, just maybe, that's the most quietly heroic thing in the world. To love someone enough to simply be there. To choose, night after night, to close the distance between you and the person you love most. Your dog does this for you, every night, without being asked, without expecting anything in return. All right, let's talk about how they sleep next to you, because this part is fascinating. Where your dog chooses to sleep and how they position their body tells you something specific about where you stand in their world. If they sleep touching you, pressed against your legs, your back, your side, that's a dog who finds your physical presence calming. They want to feel you breathing, feel that you're still there. It's pure, wordless reassurance for both of you. If they sleep at your feet, don't let anyone tell you that means they see you as dominant or that they're being submissive. For most dogs, your feet represent the direction you came from. They're watching the path. They're saying, I know the way you came. I'll know the moment you move. I'm not missing a second. If they sleep across you, draped over your legs, your stomach, your chest, that's a dog who has fully let their guard down. completely. They're not just near you, they're using you as their safe foundation. You are, quite literally, the ground they rest on. And if they sleep with their back against yours, 2 heartbeats, 2 spines, facing opposite directions, that is a dog who trusts you to watch one side while they watch the other. A full partnership, a pack of 2. There is no wrong position. Every single one is a love language. Here's the thing about dogs that takes your breath away when you really sit with it. Their lives are so much shorter than ours. A dog's time with you, if you're lucky, is maybe 10, 12, 15 years. And in that entire life, you are the constant. The sun their world revolves around. The voice that means everything is okay. The presence that makes a house a home. You are not just part of their life. For most dogs, you are their life. Every nap they take, they wake up looking for you. Every walk, every meal, every moment of play, it all comes back to you. And every night, when the world gets quiet and the lights go down, they make their way to your side. Not because they have nowhere else to go, because there is nowhere else they want to go. You are their favorite place. And when you understand that, truly understand it, those quiet nighttime moments take on a completely different weight. It's not just a dog on a bed. It's a living creature with a full emotional world, choosing completely freely, completely lovingly, to spend their most vulnerable hours in your presence. That is trust at its most absolute. That is love in its purest form. Slow, soft. Let this land. We spend so much time worrying about whether we're good enough dog owners. Did I walk them enough today? Did I play with them enough? Am I giving them the life they deserve? And maybe, just maybe, your dog has been answering that question every single night. They don't write reviews. They don't leave notes. They can't tell you in words that you are exactly what they need. But they find you in the dark. They press close and sigh deeply, the way you only sigh when you're exactly where you want to be. They close their eyes, those trusting, beautiful eyes, and they let go of the world, because you are there. That is their answer. You are enough. You have always been enough. And your dog, the one who has been sleeping beside you all this time, has known it from the very beginning. Music softens to almost nothing. If your dog is beside you right now, or if they're somewhere close, waiting for tonight, I want you to do something small. Just reach over. Just for a moment. Let them feel your hand. Let them know you're there. Because they have been doing that for you, in their own quiet way, every single night. And if this video made you think of your dog in a new way, I'd love to know. Tell me in the comments, where does your dog sleep? And do they always find their way back to you? Because something tells me the answer is yes. Soft music fades out. End card. Subscribe prompt, related video suggestion.